because you always used to act when defending.
I think it's like
people deluded. I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
I'm alive, of course I'm live. People deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. It's been a great day for Arsenal. It looks like we're getting over the line in terms of a new signing. Them lot from down the lane got smacked up against us. They travelled to the Etihad. They had 2-0. They scored 2 goals and they bottled it. You know, they had a 2-0 lead and they let it slip. Some Arsenal fans were cheering on Spurs. Shame on you for supporting Nando's FC, but you lot do what you need to do. In relation to Leandro Trossard, as you know, any sort of updates, I'll be alert to them, people. Obviously, let's just get straight into it now. Once again, until he's holding the shirt and things like that, everything is up for debate. But it seems like we've got our man, allegedly, people. Pardon me, and I don't know where you sit at it. Sit on it, people. Personally, for me, with Trossard, yeah, when you're linked with a shiny new toy like Mudryk, Ukrainian Neymar, and all of that sort of stuff, I know Trossard might look like an underwhelming signing. I'm not telling you he is or isn't. For me personally, I think it's a very shrewd addition. I think it gives us squad depth. He's 28. He's not 29 until this December. 28, if he can give us 4 years, that's very decent. He's a squad player. He's experienced. He can play and perform well in a number of positions. He helps us secure whatever we're trying to secure from now to the end of the season. He's a very good technical player with an eye for goal that does well in big games. That is going to be enhanced with the changes we've made under Mikel Arteta this season. And respectfully to Brighton, not that they're not a team full of ballers, but stronger players in principle. So and Premier League proven, if I haven't made that clear as well. So yeah, it's a shrewd addition. I'm just happy that we're getting someone in. Hopefully we bring in a central midfielder. But let's see where we're at exactly where, you know, Mr. Leandro Trossard is concerned. The player that we've been tracking, allegedly, you're seeing everything come out down to his gent days. Smash the like button. Make sure you've commented, subscribed, people. I hope you're well and safe again. I'm pretty sure if you go on my YouTube channel, there's a bunch of videos with Leandro Trossard. So anything missed out, we're there, innit? Leandro Trossard to Arsenal. Here we go, says Fabrizio Romano. Full agreement reached between clubs with Brighton for 27 million. Personal terms agreed. Exclusive news confirmed. Trossard will sign his Arsenal contract soon. Medical tests will take place in London. Contracts to be prepared soon. So hopefully tomorrow, which would be Friday, we see this officially. I's dotted, T's crossed. Hopefully it's done before noon Friday, because then he's eligible to play on Sunday against Manchester United, and hopefully he has a debut to remember. You know, the critics will say Edu takes long over deals, but this has been progressed overnight, which leads me to think, people, personally, you know, we've had a list of different options that we're trying to do and things like that. For Rafinha, didn't happen. We tried to explore Moussa Diaby, did not happen. Obviously, the primary target, Mudryk, didn't happen. One has to believe, had we have got Mudryk, would it have been Mudryk and Trossard, or João Felix and Trossard? Well, you know, I don't know. But that should mean, in theory, maybe there's another attacker that could arrive at the carpet. If not, we're in serious problems in that regard, potentially, some would say. But for me, I'd want to shift our attentions to centre mid. Apparently, El Nene's got a knock. I'm quite happy with the signing of Leandro Trossard. He's an intelligent footballer. For those that cry about pace and, age and that, his game is reliant on this upstairs. Like, he's not mad quick and things like that. He plays short, connecting 1-2s and the rest of it. So, yeah, man, I think he'll be good in terms of age. Hopefully, we get a couple of players through the door. I would say at least one minimum. I would love a central midfielder. If Arsenal bring in a second attacker as well as a centre mid or 2 of the 3, it would be good. And obviously, you hear Smith Rowe's back now. He's training. He's missed 6 months. He's trying to get back to it. Obviously, you've got Reece Nelson, who's back in the gym. The quicker these lot and Gabriel Jesus and maybe someone else comes in, the more stronger attacking options we have to go with. Fabio Vieira, who's probably been ever-present, as has Marquinhos. But with respect to Marquinhos, clearly Arteta and many fans don't believe he's ready, or he would have played more minutes, really. Apologies, where the league is concerned, people. Apparently, in terms of details, Fabrizio has said, Leandro Trossard details, 4-year deal agreed, personal terms never an issue, as he turned down 2 clubs for Arsenal, allegedly Spurs, and you're hearing Marseille tried to hijack it, people. Arsenal will pay 21 million plus 6 million add-ons to Brighton. Brighton have done good business. You know, they've rejected a move for Moses Caicedo from Chelsea. They'll probably sell him for 50, 60, 70. McAllister will probably leave. These lot probably have their replacements lined up already, and the replacements for the replacements, obviously they got 50 million for Benjamin White. So, and considering Leandro Trossard, there's rumors about training and things like that. They've got an unhappy player whose contract is winding down at an age now at 28 where he's and playing for Belgium and things where he can command top money from them. They've got him off the wage bill. They've got an unhappy player. They can reinvest that. We've got a decent player. I've kind of speaking about this, but any talk about attitude and things like that, it has to be squashed, people, because, you know, I think like some people are putting on social media. I never knew this. Where is it, people? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, one of our, you know, big up Albert, you know, he was apparently assistant coach. Mikel Arteta's assistant coach, Albert Stevenberg, coached Trossard when he was manager of Gent in 2017. That's when Arsenal were allegedly looking at him. So any terms of, forget his ability for once, because that's clear to say, any questions around attitude and things like that, clearly Arteta and co have done their due diligence into that. And to be honest, since he's been at Brighton, other than now, when have you heard stuff? Just because you have had a disagreement with your manager does not mean there's issues. So I'm happy with it. It complements the side, people. But yeah, as you, yeah, they're the details there, people. Arsenal paid 21 million plus 6 million add-ons to Brighton. Deal completed in 24 hours after first contact on Wednesday, as revealed today. Apparently, Fabrizio said, I understand Leandro Trossard's contract with Arsenal will be valid until 2026, not 2027. So that's probably 3 years with an option of another one. Small change from a few minutes ago. Medical tests will take place on Friday. Official statement to follow. So hopefully tomorrow morning, you know, we've confirmed the signing of the 28-year-old people who did want to leave, and his agent made it clear. Arsenal agree fee worth up to 27 million to sign Brighton star Leandro Trossard after stealing a march on rivals Tottenham Hotspur for one way forward. We are close to signing the Brighton man in a 27 million pound deal. He has been linked away with a move this month. This could be in addition or in reaction to the failed pursuit of Mudryk, people, and it is what it is. When you hear he's rejected Spurs and he's turned down clubs, this gives you some brownie points, people, really and truly. Arsenal are close to completing a swoop for Brighton for Leandro Trossard in a deal worth 27 million. The two clubs reached an agreement over a fee for the Belgium international following talks on Thursday, with the formalities, including a medical, set to be completed in the next 24 hours. You hear he's traveling to London. Brighton will receive the guaranteed figure of around 20 million, with the remainder made up of achievable incentives, probably how many goals he scores, top 4 trophies, and the rest of it. At least someone likes our incentives, innit? Just wish the Shakhtar lads did. Trossard's advisors are due to arrive in London on Friday with a view to formally agreeing personal terms, though that is expected to be a formality. Sportsmail understands Trossard can expect to double his current salary to around 90k per week, and at 28, money's important. Let's be real, you're only a career, your football career is short. So he's a happy one. There's probably a little sell-on percentage. I mean, signing on fee that his agents will get. Brighton are happy. Mudryk might be happy at Chelsea, but where Trossard's concerned, Trossard's happy, Arsenal happy, Brighton are happy. Let's just get I's dotted, T's crossed. People holding scarves say they've been watching Arsenal. What, he's 28, same age. Well, he's a year older than me. I'm 27. I'm 28 in April. So lie to us, whether you're telling the truth or not, lie to us about the Invincibles, how you watch them and things like that, really. The Gunners have moved quickly, however, to identify other targets and are expected to seal a move for Trossard. As you know, he's been training alone. I've kind of repeated that several times. If all goes according to plan, Trossard could be in the squad to face Manchester United on Sunday. As you know, his existing contract, technically still legally binding at Brighton, expires at the end of the season. Brighton have an option to extend by 12 months. Obviously, he's made it clear he doesn't want to be there. He's not training. It's time to keep it moving. Allegedly, Spurs were also interested and understood to have made a verbal offer during talks with Brighton last week, though the bid was rejected. It's likely that Trossard, who is a Lego enthusiast, I don't know what that means, but will be used to supplement Arsenal's current first choice wide attackers of Saka and Martinelli. It remains to be seen, however, how Trossard takes to what's likely to be, at least from the start, a peripheral role under Arteta, whose starting 11 is largely settled. I mean, when you get your chance, take it. There's a ridiculous amount of football, and what Arsenal need is kind of what Smith Rowe had last season in being super subs. But if he takes his chance and he earns it, fair enough, and I think he'll get his fair share of starts during his stay at Arsenal, people. Premier League experience, versatile, the ability to do it. You know, you look at Moussa Diaby of Leverkusen, I'm not saying he's better than them or they're better than him. He does not perform on the left-hand side at this moment in time as good as he does on the right. Now, Arteta would probably pattern that. The same might go for Mudryk had we have got him. Definitely where Rafinha is concerned. We've seen it for Barcelona and Brazil. Different player on the right than the left. Trossard can perform very well on the right, on the left, behind the striker, up front, you know. And that's obviously now you've got Eddie Nketiah, Jesus when fit, the luxury of Trossard through the middle, still Project Martinelli. Maybe if Balogun can make something happen for himself, or potentially if Arsenal bring in another wide man or a striker, we've got even richer attacking options. He featured in all 3 of Belgium's matches at the World Cup and was selected ahead of Hazard in Martinez's starting 11 in a crucial final group stage game against Croatia. Run up the agendas, run up the agendas, people. Arsenal completed the Leandro Trossard deal in just 24 hours after first contact started on Wednesday. As you've seen, they've been accelerating on Thursday. Hopefully, formalities are announced on Friday, tomorrow, people. I mean, he's been doing his bit on social media like Mikhail Mudryk. He has liked this post, people. Whether that's him who runs his social media is another thing. Completely off topic, but allegedly Arsenal were interested in 19-year-old centre-back Osman Diomande, who plays for CB Mafra in the second tier of Portugal. The club have put the €10 million price on the player. Know nothing about him. If he's good, bring him in. If you can turn that 10 into 20, if he's not going to make it, fair play. Alex Crooker said it's a done deal. It's worth a total of 27 million. Marseille were in talks with the entourage of Leandro Trossard for weeks in the hope of concluding a deal before Arsenal hijacked the move. It's a dog-eat-dog world, I guess, people. 27 million deal, 21 million guaranteed, 6 million add-ons, personal terms agreed on a contract 100%. It's until 2026, not 2027. Salary in the region of 90k per week. Medical test set for Friday. Official announcement to follow are the key details. And apparently his girlfriend did this on social media with the caption, "This is my man." Obviously the social media dons have been doing what they're doing. They've edited him into an Arsenal shirt. I don't know if that's true or not, but let the social media games commence. Finally, people, you know, Zaniolo, it seems like him and Roma are going to divorce soon. AS Roma are now open to selling Zaniolo in the January transfer window. New deal talks are completely off. Roma can let Zaniolo leave on a permanent deal. Great player, 23 years of age, 2 ACLs though. That's the only issue. Tottenham are well informed on the situation. Roma want 40 million fee on a permanent deal, not a straight loan. And again, apparently Arsenal and Tottenham are in no hurry for Zaniolo, especially as his contract is running down. According to Sky Sports Italia, Zaniolo and Roma are seeing very little enthusiasm for a January transfer from Spurs and Arsenal, so might wait until the summer for Italian clubs. You know how they always end up at Juventus. The Italy international has seen his relationship with the club and its fans break down in recent weeks, and there are currently no plans to even discuss a new contract. As his current deal only runs until June 2024, that means that January sells on the cards to avoid losing him for even less in the summer, having seen his price tag already plummet from 50 million to 35 million euros. A Prem side seems to be the next natural step, but this is proving more difficult than expected. Sky Sport Italia claimed that Conte's Tottenham are only prepared to take Zaniolo on loan with an option to buy, something Roma are hesitant to accept without a guaranteed obligation. Spurs will make the move permanent. As for Arsenal, they've turned their attentions towards Brighton and Hove Albion outcast Leandro Trossard, who is on the verge of a transfer for around 30 million euros. This whittles down options for Zaniolo to West Ham and Nottingham Forest, who are clearly less prestigious alternatives. Careful, you know, Nottingham Forest definitely not than Spuds. At this stage, Zaniolo might prefer to wait until the summer when Italian sides like Juventus, Napoli, and Milan can afford to make an offer. So we'll have to see how that one day develops, really and truly. Apparently, Arsenal are interested in Bournemouth's Jadon Anthony as Mikel Arteta looks to add more attacking options to his squad. I mean, he is a Highland boy. He's out of contract at Bournemouth at the end of the season, allegedly. He's being watched by Gladbach, Leverkusen, and Leicester. I'm just going to, if this is Arteta's signing, if this is a smart signing by the club's scouts to make a profit, I don't know, people. I mean, he looks all right. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm having him at Arsenal. I don't know if there's any rumours, but if Arteta specifically wants him because of his talent ID, I'll trust it. And he is a former Arsenal lad. And it shows football's a funny old game of opinions. You've been released and now you've been linked with Arsenal at 23. Arsenal are interested in Bournemouth's Jadon Anthony as Mikel Arteta looks to add further wide options to his squad. The Gunners have opened talks to sign Leandro Trossard this month in a £20 million move, but they might not be done there. He's a former academy player. He's out of contract at the Vitality Stadium this summer with talks over a new contract not yet producing a new deal, so it could all be worse. With his age and previous academy experience with the Gunners, Anthony is thought to be a shrewd addition with potential for long-term growth. He's a left winger who has excelled in Bournemouth's promotion. I mean, how much football are you going to get? Because you've got Trossard who can play there now. Martinelli when fit. Smith Rowe when fit. Nelson's a winger as well. There's a luxury of obviously Saka floating between both of them. There's also Jesus who can play out wide, excluding permanently up front. So I'm not too sure, people. Last season, he got 8 goals and contributed 7 assists, and he also played 45 of the 46 games, so he's quite durable. He has found game time harder to come by in the Premier League with contract talks ongoing, only starting 4 of the Cherries' 19 games so far. He came off the bench to score against Nottingham Forest, people, a late winner in a 3-2 comeback, and he bagged against Everton in the Cat Yarabao, people. So we'll have to see what that could mean, people, really and truly. He spent 10 years at Arsenal, in Arsenal's academy, playing alongside the likes of Smith Rowe, Joe Willock, and Reece Nelson. So, yeah, he actually made his Premier League debut against the Gunners in August. Funny how life works. And Bournemouth could be, You know, they're about to get relegated. There is the parachute payment. If they go down, they might be able to do something. No clue what happens where Zaniolo and Anthony are concerned. It looks like we're getting over the hills where Trossard is, people. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Appreciative of you lot watching this video, and I appreciate all the support you give my platform. For now, check out the rest of the vid. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay in good health, and I'll see you lot soon.
There's always just that active red light defending.
I think it's like